3, 2, 1.
Deep within the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, a vast flat expanse of jungle stretches as far as the eye can see. This is a seemingly endless sea of green, a world teeming with life, from the silent jaguar that pads through the undergrowth to the vibrant toucan that calls from the canopy. For centuries, this relentless jungle held a remarkable secret. Hidden beneath its emerald cloak lay the ruins of a magnificent city, a testament to the ingenuity and spirit of a lost civilization. This place is Chichen Itza. It was once a bustling metropolis, a center of power, knowledge, and ceremony for the Maya people. Its story is one of incredible achievement, of a deep connection to the natural world, and of mysteries that still whisper to us from its weathered stones. To walk through Chichen Itza today is to step back in time. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and the hum of insects, the symphony of the jungle that has reclaimed the city's edges. Great stone structures rise from the forest floor, their facades intricately carved with figures of gods and serpents, their very presence a declaration of human ambition. One can almost hear the echoes of the past, the murmur of 1,000 voices in the marketplace, the rhythmic chant of priests from a temple top, the sharp crack of a ball in the great court. This was not merely a collection of buildings. It was a living, breathing organism, a place where humanity and the cosmos met in a spectacular display of culture and belief. The jungle that surrounds these ruins is not just a backdrop, it is an essential part of the story. The Maya did not conquer this environment. They learned to live in harmony with it. The forest provided them with food, medicine, and the materials to build their incredible city. The very ground beneath their feet, a porous limestone shelf, held the key to their survival. The cenotes, natural freshwater wells that became the sacred heart of their community. Here, in this challenging landscape, the Maya people thrived, developing a civilization whose achievements in mathematics, astronomy, and art continue to astonish and inspire us. Their world was one where nature was not separate from their lives, but deeply woven into the fabric of their existence. As we explore this incredible site, we are reminded of the delicate balance between civilization and nature. The towering pyramids and temples stand as proud monuments to human creativity, yet the jungle is always present, its vines creeping over ancient walls, its roots patiently working their way through stone plazas. It is a powerful reminder that all great empires are, in the end, temporary. But the legacy of the Maya, their profound understanding of the world around them and the universe above, has endured. Chichen Itza is more than just a ruin. It is a classroom, a place where the stones themselves teach us about a people who saw the sacred in the stars and the divine in the world around them. At the very heart of this ancient city stands its most iconic structure, a colossal stepped pyramid known as El Castillo, the castle. But its true name is the Temple of Kukulkán. It rises from the flat Yucatan landscape with a sense of geometric perfection, a man-made mountain of limestone that commands the entire plaza. Its 4 stairways ascend towards the sky, each facing one of the cardinal directions, a clear statement of its importance as the center of the Maya world. For most of the year, it is a breathtaking monument to architectural genius. But twice a year, during the spring and autumn equinoxes, it becomes something truly magical. It transforms into a stage for a celestial spectacle, a display of light and shadow that connects the heavens and the earth. As the sun begins its slow descent on the afternoon of the equinox, a most extraordinary phenomenon occurs. The corner of the pyramid's stepped terraces casts a series of triangular shadows onto the balustrade of the northern staircase. As the minutes pass, these triangles merge, forming the long, undulating body of a serpent. This shadow creature appears to slither slowly down the side of the pyramid, its journey ending at the base, where a magnificent carved stone serpent's head awaits its arrival. This is the descent of the god Kukulkán, the Feathered Serpent, made manifest not by magic, but by the breathtaking precision of Maya astronomy and architecture. It is a moment of profound beauty and wonder, a silent, moving tribute to a deep cosmic understanding. This incredible event was no accident. It was the result of meticulous planning and a sophisticated knowledge of the sun's path throughout the year. The Maya were master astronomers, and the Temple of Kukulkán is their grandest celestial instrument. They designed and oriented the pyramid with such precision that this divine illusion would occur only on these 2 specific days, marking the transition of the seasons. For the Maya people who gathered in the plaza below, this would have been a profoundly spiritual moment. It was a confirmation that their gods were present, that the cycles of nature were in order, and that their leaders and priests held the sacred knowledge to interpret the will of the cosmos. Watching the Serpent of Light descend the pyramid today, we are connected directly to the people who witnessed this same event over 1,000 years ago. It is a powerful reminder of the universal human quest to find meaning in the world and to understand our place in the universe. The Shadow Serpent of El Castillo is more than just a clever trick of light. It is a message sent through time. It speaks of a civilization that lived in tune with the rhythms of the planet. A people who saw the universe not as a distant empty space, but as a living, breathing entity with which they were intimately connected. It is a spectacle of pure, silent genius. The serpent that descends the pyramid is the earthly manifestation of one of the most important deities in the Maya pantheon, Kukulkán. The name itself means feathered serpent. He was a creator god, a being who brought knowledge, laws, and civilization to the people. He represents a powerful duality, a fusion of the earth and the sky. The serpent, which slithers upon the ground, symbolizes the earth and the physical world. The vibrant feathers of the Quetzal bird, which soars through the heavens, represent the sky and the spiritual realm. In Kukulkán, these two opposing forces are brought together in perfect harmony, creating a deity of immense power and significance, a bridge between humanity and the divine. Kukulkán was not a god of war or destruction, but a bringer of wisdom. Legends tell of his arrival from the west, a benevolent leader who taught the Maya the arts of agriculture, medicine, mathematics, and the intricate workings of the calendar. He was a cultural hero, the founder of great cities, including, it is said, Chichen Itza itself. His worship was central to the city's identity. The people looked to him for guidance, for the gentle winds that brought the life-giving rains for their crops, and for the inspiration to build their magnificent society. His presence is felt everywhere in Chichen Itza, his image carved into temple walls, pillars, and balustrades, a constant reminder of his sacred influence. The reverence for Kukulkán shows us how the Maya perceived their world. They believed that knowledge was a divine gift, that understanding the cycles of the sun, moon, and stars was a sacred duty. The very structure of their society was built upon the principles that Kukulkán was said to have introduced. He was the master of time, the one who understood the celestial clockwork that governed their lives. By honoring him, the Maya were honoring the pursuit of knowledge itself. The Great Pyramid of Kukulkán is therefore not just a temple, it is a monument to wisdom, a celebration of the human capacity to observe, understand, and live in accordance with the laws of nature. The idea of a feathered serpent god was not unique to the Maya of Chichen Itza. Similar deities appear in many other Mesoamerican cultures, such as Quetzalcoatl for the Aztecs. This shared belief highlights a deep cultural connection that spanned across the region for centuries. It speaks of a common desire to understand the fundamental forces of life, the cycles of death and rebirth, and the connection between the physical and spiritual worlds. Kukulkán, the glorious feathered serpent, represents this timeless quest, a symbol of enlightenment and cosmic order that remains as powerful and compelling today as it was 1,000 years ago. The Temple of Kukulkán is far more than a stage for a celestial light show. It is in itself a giant stone calendar. Every architectural detail is a deliberate representation of time, a physical embodiment of the Maya's advanced understanding of the solar year. The pyramid has 4 staircases, and each staircase has 91 steps. If you multiply the number of steps by the 4 sides, 91 times 4, you get 364. When you add the single platform at the very top of the pyramid, the total becomes 365. This is, of course, the exact number of days in a solar year. The entire structure is a meticulously crafted almanac, a tribute to the sun and its annual journey across the sky. This remarkable design reveals the depth of the Maya's obsession with time. For them, time was not an abstract concept, but a cyclical, living force that influenced every aspect of their existence. They developed not just one, but multiple complex calendar systems that interlocked with breathtaking precision. The 365-day solar calendar, known as the Hab, governed their agricultural cycles, the planting and harvesting of their vital maize crops. The pyramid's design served as a constant, monumental reminder of this essential rhythm, grounding their daily lives in a cosmic order. It was a public declaration that their society was built upon a foundation of celestial knowledge and harmony with the universe. The pyramid also incorporates elements of another crucial Maya calendar, the 260-day sacred calendar known as the Tzolk'in. The structure is built with 9 main terraces or levels on each side of the staircase. If you view the pyramid from one side, the staircase effectively splits these 9 levels in 2, creating the number 18. This corresponds to the 18 months of the Harp calendar. The intricate interplay of numbers carved into the very design of the temple reflects the sophisticated ways in which the Maya wove their different calendar systems together. Their understanding of time was layered and complex, a beautiful mathematical tapestry that they expressed through their most sacred architecture. To stand before this pyramid is to be humbled by the intellectual achievements of the Maya civilization. In an age without computers or modern instruments, they calculated the length of the solar year with astonishing accuracy. They then transformed this abstract knowledge into a physical form of immense scale and beauty. El Castillo is not merely a building. It is mathematics, astronomy, and religion made manifest in stone. It is a timeless lesson that the universe is governed by patterns and cycles, and that with careful observation and profound respect, humanity can align itself with these great cosmic rhythms, creating something that will endure for millennia. Not far from the Grand Pyramid lies another of Chichen Itza's most profound and mysterious sites, the Sacred Cenote. This is a vast natural sinkhole, a gaping circular maw in the earth filled with dark still water. For the Maya, cenotes were more than just sources of fresh water, which were, absolutely vital in the arid landscape of the Yucatan. They were believed to be sacred portals, gateways to the underworld, known as Xibalba. This was the realm of the gods, a place of both creation and dread. The Sacred Cenote of Chichen Itza was one of the most revered of all, a place of pilgrimage and solemn ritual, a direct line of communication with the powerful deities who dwelt in the watery depths below. The water here is deep and mysterious, its surface reflecting the sky above like a dark mirror. For centuries, the Maya people would come to the edge of this well to make offerings to the rain god, Chac, whose favor was honestly essential for their survival. They would cast precious objects into its depths: jade, gold, pottery, and intricate obsidian tools. These were not simply discarded items, they were gifts to the gods, valuable treasures sent to the underworld in the hope of receiving blessings in return, such as plentiful rain and successful harvests. The cenote was a place of immense spiritual power, a focal point where the world of the living met the world of the gods. Archaeological explorations of the cenote have revealed the truth behind the legends. Dredging its depths has brought thousands of artifacts to the surface, confirming its use as a place of offering. But among the jade and gold, a more somber discovery was made: human remains. These findings confirm the stories of human sacrifice. Men, women, and even children were given to the cenote, not necessarily as an act of cruelty, but as the ultimate offering to appease the gods in times of great crisis, such as severe drought or famine. For the Maya, this was the most sacred gift one could give, sending messengers directly to the court of the gods in the underworld to plead their case. The Sacred Cenote reminds us that the Maya worldview was profoundly different from our own. Their relationship with their gods was intimate, demanding, and deeply intertwined with the cycles of life and death. Sacrifice in this context was part of maintaining cosmic balance, a way of repaying a debt to the gods who gave them life. While we may view these rituals with a sense of unease, they reveal a culture that saw the spiritual and physical worlds as inseparable. The dark waters of the cenote hold the secrets of this ancient faith, a powerful and somber testament to the lengths the Maya would go to ensure the survival of their world. Stretching alongside the main plaza is another of Chichen Itza's most impressive structures, the Great Ball Court. It is the largest of its kind in all of Mesoamerica, a truly colossal arena flanked by 2 towering parallel walls. The scale is immense, far larger than a modern football field, and standing in its center, honestly, one can feel a sense of awe at the spectacle that must have unfolded here. This was the stage for the traditional Mesoamerican ball game, a sport that was part ritual, part brutal competition. It was played with a solid rubber ball, which players had to strike using only their hips, thighs, and sometimes their forearms, aiming to pass it through a small stone hoop set high on one of the walls. The game was incredibly difficult and physically demanding. The ball, weighing several kilograms, could cause serious injury, and scoring a goal by hitting it through the high vertical hoop was an almost impossible feat. But this was no mere sport. The ball game was a deeply symbolic ritual, a reenactment of cosmic battles between the forces of light and darkness, or day and night. The court itself was seen as a threshold between the earthly world and the underworld, and the game's outcome had profound religious significance. It was a public spectacle that brought the entire community together, reinforcing their shared beliefs and cosmic worldview. The acoustics of the Great Ball Court are astonishing. A whisper from one end can be heard clearly at the other, over 150 meters away. This remarkable feature would have added to the drama of the event, carrying the sounds of the game, the thud of the ball, the shouts of the players, the roar of the crowd, to every spectator. The walls of the court are covered with intricate carvings that tell the story of the game's ultimate consequence. One of the most vivid panels depicts a victorious player holding the severed head of a player from the losing team. This stark imagery confirms the ritualistic nature of the game. It often ended in the sacrifice of the captain of the losing, or perhaps even the winning team. This sacrifice was not seen as a punishment, but as a great honor. The chosen player was transformed into a divine messenger, his life given to nourish the gods and ensure the continued cycle of the sun and the fertility of the earth. The Great Ball Court, therefore, was a place of immense gravity and importance. It was where mythology was brought to life, where human beings played a direct role in the great cosmic drama. It stands today as a silent, powerful testament to a culture that saw sport not just as entertainment, but as a sacred duty with the highest possible stakes, the maintenance of the universe itself. Among the rigid angular pyramids and temples of Chichen Itza, one building stands out for its unusual shape. It is a circular tower perched atop a large square platform known as El Caracol, or the Snail, named for the spiral staircase that winds its way up through the building's interior. This structure was not a temple for worship in the traditional sense, but something perhaps even more vital to the Maya, an astronomical observatory. It is a monument to their scientific curiosity and their relentless desire to map the heavens. From this vantage point, Maya priests and astronomers would have spent countless nights tracking the movements of the stars and planets across the sky. The building's design is not accidental. Its windows and doorways are not placed at random, but are carefully aligned to track specific celestial events. For example, lines of sight from the main viewing windows align perfectly with the northernmost and southernmost setting points of Venus, the planet the Maya associated with war, and which they tracked with incredible accuracy. Other alignments point to the setting sun on the equinoxes and solstices. El Caracol was a sophisticated instrument, a naked-eye observatory that allowed the Maya to create precise calendars and predict celestial events like eclipses, which they considered to be powerful omens. This deep astronomical knowledge was a source of immense power for the Maya elite. By being able to predict the movements of the heavens, the priests and rulers could demonstrate their connection to the gods and their mastery over the cosmos. This knowledge allowed them to determine the most auspicious times for planting crops, for going to war, or for conducting important religious ceremonies. The observatory was the nerve center of the city's spiritual and practical life, the place where science and religion merged. The data gathered here informed the very structure of their society and reinforced the power of those who held its secrets. El Caracol serves as a powerful symbol of the Maya's intellectual prowess. It challenges the notion of ancient peoples as being primitive, revealing instead a civilization with a highly developed scientific methodology. They were patient observers and brilliant mathematicians who, without telescopes or modern technology, managed to map the universe with breathtaking precision. The crumbling tower of El Caracol stands as a testament to the enduring human drive to look up at the night sky and find our place within the vast, silent dance of the cosmos. It is a reminder that the quest for knowledge is one of humanity's oldest and most noble pursuits. Adjacent to the main pyramid lies another vast and impressive complex, the Temple of the Warriors. It is a large stepped pyramid flanked on its southern and western sides by a breathtaking forest of carved stone columns. These columns, originally supporting a roof that has long since collapsed, are carved in the likeness of Toltec warriors, standing in silent, endless rows as if guarding the sacred precinct. This temple complex showcases a fascinating blend of architectural styles, combining traditional Maya design with influences from the Toltec people of central Mexico. This fusion suggests a period of intense cultural exchange, either through trade, alliance, or perhaps even conquest. At the very top of the temple's main staircase, guarding the entrance to the inner chamber, rests a most peculiar and iconic figure. A Chac Mool statue. This is a life-size sculpture of a reclining human figure, leaning back on its elbows with its head turned to the side, holding a flat plate or bowl upon its stomach. The purpose of these enigmatic statues has been the subject of much debate, but it is widely believed that the plate was used as a receptacle for offerings to the gods. These offerings may have included precious gifts, but could also have been the hearts of sacrificial victims, a direct and powerful tribute to the deities worshipped within the temple. The Temple of the Warriors was a place of great ceremony and importance, likely used for large gatherings of the city's military and social elite. The vast colonnaded hall would have provided a shaded, impressive space for councils of war, royal announcements, and religious rituals. The hundreds of warrior columns, each uniquely carved, create a powerful sense of order and military might. They tell a story of a society that valued strength and discipline, a civilization that was not only made of priests and astronomers, but also of formidable fighters who defended and expanded their great city. The temple is a monument to the organized power that sustained Chichen Itza for centuries. Exploring the Temple of the Warriors and its sea of columns today feels like walking through a silent army frozen in time. Each stone face has a story to tell, each pillar a testament to the individuals who made up this powerful society. The presence of the Chac Mool adds a layer of profound and unsettling mystery, a reminder of the stark realities of Maya ritual. This complex is a powerful illustration of the different facets of Maya life, a place where military power, political assembly, and sacred ritual all came together, creating a space that was central to the lifeblood of this remarkable and complex civilization. Chichen Itza was eventually abandoned, its great plazas left to fall silent, its temples slowly embraced by the encroaching jungle. The reasons for its decline are still debated, perhaps drought warfare or social upheaval, but its story did not end there. Today, this incredible city has been reborn as one of the new 7 wonders of the world, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that draws millions of visitors each year. It stands as a powerful and enduring symbol of the ingenuity and cultural richness of the Maya civilization. Its legacy is not just in its magnificent stone structures, but in the profound ideas they represent. A deep respect for the natural world and a relentless curiosity about the cosmos. The lessons of Chichen Itza resonate with us even today. In a world often disconnected from the natural rhythms of our planet, the Maya offer a powerful example of a society that lived in tune with the cycles of the sun and stars. Their architecture was a form of communication with the universe, their science inseparable from their spirituality. They remind us that there are other ways of seeing the world, other ways of understanding our place within it. The precision of their calendar and the astronomical alignment of their buildings challenge us to look more closely at the world around us and to appreciate the intricate patterns that govern our existence. The city also serves as a poignant reminder of the impermanence of all human endeavors. Here was a great and powerful metropolis, a center of knowledge and culture, that eventually returned to the earth. The jungle that once buried these temples is a testament to the power of nature and the humility that we must have in the face of it. Yet, the very survival of these ruins is a victory for the human spirit. The ideas, the art, and the science of the Maya have outlasted their empire, speaking to us across a gulf of 1,000 years. Chichen Itza teaches us that what we build with wisdom and creativity can leave an echo that lasts for an eternity. Our journey through this ancient city is, in the end, an invitation to reflect. As we stand in the shadow of the Great Pyramid or gaze into the dark waters of the Sacred Cenote, we are connected to a story far greater than our own. We are reminded of the timeless human quest for meaning, for connection, and for understanding. Chichen Itza is more than a collection of beautiful ruins. It is a living museum, a testament to what we can achieve when we look to the heavens with wonder and to the earth with respect. It encourages us to listen to the whispers of the past, for in them, we may find wisdom for our future.